WQAD News 8's The Score.
Four quarters, dogfight. Start fast, finish fast, pedal to the middle, all gas, no brakes.
The Quad City's only half-hour high school football show.
We will not back down.
The Score, sponsored by Temple Sporting Goods and AdCraft Custom Apparel.
Let's go!
Welcome to week 3 of The Score. After tonight, 33%, a third of the season will be officially over. And after last week, we had to make a few changes. Of course, we nearly burned everything to the ground. So
luckily, the set's still here. The grill works.
Just in case we got this.
Perfect.
Just in case things get out of the way a
Just
little
in
bit.
case.
But then we went and got an adult, a mature legend is what I like to call him. The one and only Dan Pearson joining us to be our guest griller. Thank you, my friend, for joining us.
Great to be here. I did bring a water bottle. Just like, this isn't for hydration purposes either.
That's not going to do it. The fires that we make, that's not even going to cut into it.
I thought maybe a sprinkler system or something too. So great to be here. I'm excited to be with you guys for sure.
It's been a while since you've called some games. You ready to do this again?
Yeah, and I was out without my intern tonight, my wife. She's watching kids in Bloomington right now, our grandchildren. So
she's got the better gig tonight. You're watching.
She does.
Yeah, I'm watching.
I'm watching.
As well.
I'm babysitting too.
He's babysitting as well. Have you missed doing this kind of stuff?
No, not that. I love the storytelling like we do with you guys too, and I like the chase on Friday nights. But I'm, the anchoring and stuff, I'm good. I love working for FCA and being around a lot of kids in Peoria and here now. We got two different areas, so it's really fun.
Before we get into the football itself, talk about FCA real fast because it's a great mix of your two passions in life and kind of putting them together.
Yeah, definitely. Faith in Jesus is a big deal to me, and that really helped me, equip me, as I worked in TV, things like that. And God made it very clear to combine media and ministry, and it's really been good. We've been able to really make a lot of difference in coaches and athletes' lives and stuff too, so it's really neat. And our lives changing. Here, my wife retired after 28 years in kindergarten this year.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, she still introduces me as her first husband, so it's kind of, we got to get past that.
You're doing well, you're doing well. Hey, well, say a prayer for us because we're going to start this whole grilling thing. You got some work to do.
I'm going to
you
throw
got
it
some
on.
burgers, you got some
Some
bacon.
brats.
There's no bacon.
No bacon.
No bacon, Julian. See how we do that? We're not going to hook any bacon.
This is a fake fire too. It's just like little pieces of paper. I'll throw them on.
We're going to get to some
action,
Barbie. And the Western Big Six, Corey, is where we begin a good one up at Moline.
Yeah, Moline and Quincy. Quincy comes in undefeated, the only undefeated team in the Western Big Six. We jump to the second quarter, 14-3. Aubrey Threet, the outside run. He'll take a big hit and keep going. He'll pick up a first down for Moline. This drive will finish with a Riley Fuller 2-yard score, 21-3 Maroons. It'll be 21-10 at the half. Let's go to the third quarter. Moline up 11. On 4th and goal, Fuller punches it in for another score. That'll extend the lead to 27-10. And then Moline's D comes up with a big stop here. Hyson Bowie breaks through with the sack. Quincy made it interesting, but Moline does get their first win in Western Big Six play, 34-20. And joining us now on set is the Moline football coach, Mike Morrissey. Mike, first of all, I have to say, it's a fabulous haircut.
Couldn't agree more.
Right?
You know what? We go to the best place in town. Great minds think alike.
We just happened to get our haircuts the same day at the same time.
We did.
Done.
We're done.
We
We're
did.
done. All right.
It was amazing.
So talk
Really
about
good.
the win. Obviously, you knew coming in, Quincy had some athletes, some young guys and some speed. How'd you guys handle that tonight?
Yeah, their skill kids are really good. And obviously they put a lot of pressure on us in the second half with their passing attack and did some really, really nice things. And our kids buckled down when we needed to. We got a big interception by Grant Sibley there at the end. And I thought that our O-line, really for the most part, all night long, controlled the line of scrimmage. And we got a bunch of running backs that we feel are really capable of making big plays for us. And we relied on all of them tonight, here and there as it went. And we're really proud of them. It was awesome.
No rest for the weary. Next week, Rock Island, the rivalry game. Was it 63-0 last year? No pressure.
I don't know. I haven't even looked back at it. So we're on to this next one. That's coach speech, right?
Anything less is not proper. Come on.
That's the,
Yeah, Mr. Pearson already put the pressure
Coach Hammer.
on. No, it'll be a fun night. It'll be good. It'll be a good
Over 500 yards rushing tonight by your guys. Talk about not just the running backs. Talk about how good that line is up front.
Yeah, we felt coming into the season that they would be our strength offensively. A lot of them are coming back as starters, the year before it, even the year before that, and then our tight end is coming along well. Yeah. So we knew we'd lean on them, in big games and in big situations when we needed it the most, and they came through tonight. It was awesome.
See, the beauty part about you being just up the street is that you can come here and do an interview.
I love it.
But we're going to do this again because Dan's got to do some work.
I gotta
So
do some highlights,
you're going
man.
to do
And I'll tell you this,
You're going to switch.
what's crazy is I grew up watching Mr. Pearson, so that's what I got to grow up with, on the highlights. And my kids get you. But luckily, Coupler balanced.
I balance it out, right?
It's all good. It's all good. I love it.
That was
Couldn't
black
ask
and
for
white.
anything
Was
better.
it black and white when I was on too? Black and white
It might have
TV.
been.
It wasn't high def. I know
loved
that.
it either way.
Hey, Dan, he's going to do some grilling. Dan, you got the next game. Can you do this?
Yeah, let's. Where are we going? The Soul Bowl, right?
Yes,
That's where I got to
absolutely.
make a trip. So we'll check out the highlight. Big crowd on hand for this game. Is home and away. The place was just rocking tonight. That young lady, I promised to put her on. So that was exciting. She's watching right now. The Leafs add to a 21-6 lead with 19 seconds left in the half. Braden Posehn, 31-yard field goal. Green Machine's up 24-6 at the half. Early in the third quarter, you can see the bratwurst smoke taking effect. UT driving. Geneseo's Ian Leach, I should say, puts a thunderous hit on there for the fumble. The Leafs recover at midfield, and they head the other way. A key third down conversion in the red zone. A.J. Weller tucks it in, sheds a few tacklers. 17 yards down to the 3, and a few plays later, the future Illinois State baseball player fires a strike to Luke Johnson in the flat. He's in there for another touchdown on the board, and we'll check the final score on that one as they celebrate a win 36-13. Green Machine wins out.
Big win for Maple Leafs. Battle of Rock Island.
I'm okay. Overrated.
Follow that up somehow. Rock Island and Alleman doing battle at Rocky Stadium. Alleman finding success on the ground early on. Andrew Torres with the first down right here. He had over 100 yards and a touchdown on the evening, but this drive right here would stall. Rock Island gets it back, and they go right to work. Kind of to Julio to Darius Tongo, and check out this. Going all the way back across the field, picking up some nice block, get in the corner, goes 19 yards to first down. Rock Island moving the football. Very next play, it's Julio keeping it himself and going 24 yards all the way to the end zone. 7-0 Rock Island. At that point, we'll check out the final score. Rocks cruise in this one, 47-6. Moline Rock Island coming up next week.
Let's head down to Galesburg. Silver Streaks hosting Sterling. Another Big 6 opener. Sterling up. Cale Ryan drops it over the middle to Isaiah Mendoza, who hauls it in for a first down. That would lead to A.J. Kested taking a handoff, and he'll weave his way into the end zone. Golden Warriors take a 28-7 lead. But the Silver Streaks would respond. Tristan Legate airs it to Mike Eicher for a 38-yard touchdown. That'll cut it to 28-14 at that point, but just before the horn sounds at halftime, Sterling pulling away. It's Cale Ryan spinning to the outside, getting to the goal line, takes the hit. You're not going to stop him. He's in for the touchdown. Sterling adding to their lead there, and the Golden Warriors get the road win, 48-21.
What a matchup on the Iowa side of the river at Assumption. North Scott battling the night, second quarter in this one. North Scott up 7-0. How about some special teams? It's Angelo Jackson fielding the punt for the Knights. He gets some nice blocks and returns it into enemy territory. Assumption in good shape, and they cash in on the drive. It's Jackson once again, this time getting the first down and the touchdown. 17 yards he goes. Just like that, we got a brand new ball game tied at 7. But North Scott will answer, and they do so on the ground. Kyler Girardi has been sensational this year. The junior bounces outside, and watch him make several guys miss.
Ooh, nice cut.
Picking up 18 yards and a big first down. Later on, it's Girardi again. And White, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keeping it on the ground and going right up the middle. Another first down inside the Assumption 30. And they cap off the drive. Drew Kilberg goes in for the 1-yard touchdown. But check out Girardi with the assist as he pushes the pile in. Girardi did everything.
Help a teammate out.
Absolutely. North Scott wins this one 31-14. They will take on Cedar Rapids Xavier coming up next week. Pleasant Valley on the road. State-ranked QB on the road at Linn-Mar, and this one was close throughout. Second quarter, Austin Walker to Keaton Rosscup for the touchdown. Linn-Mar led 7-0 late in the game. PD, though, would tie it late. This one goes to overtime, and we'll show you a final score. The Spartans survive. They come home with a 14-7 victory in overtime. They'll be back home once again next week. Mr. Pearson.
All right, is this where I say Paula Sands, you make the call?
I think so.
Oh, no, I thought it was 1995 for a second. Yeah, Bettendorf and Muscatine get a hold of this. 6.5 left in the second. Muscatine trailing not for long. Ty Kozad, 36 yards for the touchdown. The Muskies lead 16-14. But a minute later, Bulldogs trying to get something going. Spencer Del Vecchio's pass is punched away by Muscatine's Daniel Adams. Muskies still hanging on to that 2-point lead. The Muskies keep it rolling. 3.5 to go in the half. Ty Kozad again finding the end zone He had a huge night, lots of TDs. Muscatines is up 23-14. They can smell an upset. Still now, second half, Bettendorf's Elijah Mendoza almost takes this thing all the way, gets the pass in the flat there, but he is brought down at the 10-yard line. Now, first and goal for the Bulldogs. It's an easy walk-in for Isaiah Martinez. The extra point was missed, bringing it to 23-20. Muskies on top, but here's your upset alert. The Muskies have defeated the Bettendorf Bulldogs. The final, wow, what a game, 37-34 Muskies.
Man, he still has it. Still ahead, we have a lot. Oh, go ahead.
How about one more? I got rivalry renewed in Clinton. River Kings hosting 2-0 Central. Their bus actually got rear-ended on the way there, so that doesn't slow them down, though. Paul Kuhn with a 26-yard pass to David Harper. And then Kuhn with the quarterback sneak to put the Sabres up 21-0 at that point. Julius Graham. Wait for it. The punt is dropped. Central DeWitt all over him. They will get the safety. Kuhn and Anthony Myers in for a touchdown after that. 29-7 at the half. This one all Central DeWitt, 37-14.
So, Corey, see what happens is basically we start a big fire. We make the show really, really cool. Now, Zahar is here. We got Coach Morrissey here. Dan Pearson's
Got my
here.
ticket. I'm here to get my food.
We got a lot of people, a lot of chefs in
It's
the
rare right
kitchen
now,
right now.
sorry.
So it's-
We don't get good or bad. We're just like,
These will not be overcooked this week. I
no, not at all.
Dan, how is Coach Morrissey doing? Has he done anything at all?
He just slipped. He did. So we've been talking
more about the burgers.
He's going to run completely out of the pro set next week. We talked a little bit. So.
We got more grilling to do. We got
you're watching,
more
Rock
football to get to. Big game over at Davenport West. We're going to get to those highlights in just a little bit, plus plenty of more action right here on The Score.
You're watching The Score on WQID News 8.